The Flavian dynasty was very important. It started after Emperor Nero died. This was a time of civil war. Vespasian became the first Flavian emperor. He restored stability to Rome. His sons were Titus and Domitian. They would later become emperors too. This family shaped Rome's future. They brought a new era. The Flavians left a lasting mark. Titus was Vespasian's older son. He became emperor in 79 AD. The people of Rome liked Titus. They called him the darling of mankind. He was known for his great kindness. His reign as emperor was quite short. It only lasted for 2 years, but he achieved many good things. He was a popular and generous ruler. His memory was cherished by many. Titus faced very big challenges. Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD. This terrible disaster destroyed Pompeii, and Herculaneum was also buried. Then a great fire swept through Rome in 80 AD. It burned for 3 days and nights. There was also a severe plague. Titus helped the people affected. He used his own money. He showed great care and leadership. Titus completed the famous Colosseum. His father Vespasian had started it. It was a huge amphitheatre. Titus celebrated its opening. He held magnificent games there. These games lasted for 100 days. Sadly, Titus died young in 81 AD. His death was sudden and unexpected. Some people whispered about his brother. They wondered if Domitian was involved. Domitian was Titus's younger brother. He became the emperor after Titus died. This happened very quickly in 81 AD. Domitian had always wanted power. He was ambitious and intelligent. He was not as popular as Titus. He had less military experience, but he was determined to rule. He was ready to take control. Rome now had its third Flavian emperor. Domitian took action immediately. He needed to secure his position. He gained the support of the army. The soldiers were very important. The Praetorian Guard also backed him. They were the emperor's personal bodyguards. He made promises to rule well. He wanted to show his strength. Many people watched his first moves. They hoped for a stable reign. Domitian made some good administrative changes. He paid close attention to the government. He wanted justice to be fair. He punished corrupt officials. He tried to improve Rome's finances. He wanted the city to be well run. He worked hard as an administrator. These early actions were positive. He showed he could manage the empire. This was an important part of his job. Domitian also started many building projects. Rome needed rebuilding after the Great Fire. Many temples and public buildings were damaged. He repaired these important structures. He also built new, grand temples. He wanted to honor the Roman gods. Domitian strongly supported Roman culture, and he promoted traditional Roman religion. He wanted to restore old values. His building program beautified Rome. Domitian was a capable military leader. He took his role as commander-in-chief seriously. He fought wars to protect Rome's borders. His general Agricola had successes in Britain. Domitian himself campaigned on the Rhine. He also fought against tribes on the Danube. These frontiers were often dangerous. He worked to keep the empire safe. He strengthened Rome's defenses. His military efforts were significant. Domitian had strong views on culture. He also focused on religious policies. He saw himself as a guardian of tradition. He gave money to support arts and literature. He wanted to promote Roman values. He emphasized the old Roman religion. He even took the title Dominus et Deus. This meant Lord and God. Many senators found this offensive. It suggested he was a divine ruler. Over time, Domitian's rule became harsher. He started to show more authoritarian tendencies. He wanted complete control over Rome. He became very suspicious of others. He feared plots against his life. Many senators were accused of treason. Some were executed or exiled. A climate of fear began to grow. His methods became increasingly cruel. This created much discontent. The relationship with the Senate grew very bad. Many senators deeply disliked Domitian. They felt he did not respect them. They believed he took away their power. The Senate had a long, proud history. Domitian preferred to rule alone. He trusted very few people. He became more isolated from others. This isolation and his harshness led to growing opposition against him. As fear grew, so did plots against Domitian. A serious conspiracy started to form. It involved people close to him. These were members of his own court staff. Some sources say his wife, Domitia Longina, knew. Perhaps she was even involved. They were afraid of his unpredictable anger. They feared for their own lives. The danger of being accused was always present. They decided to act against him. Domitian was assassinated in September 96 AD. The attack happened in his own palace. It was a violent and bloody end. He fought back against his attackers, but he was eventually overpowered and killed. His death marked the end of the Flavian dynasty. The family had ruled Rome for 27 years. A new era for the Roman Empire began. The Senate quickly took control. They wanted to choose the next emperor. After Domitian died, the Senate rejoiced. They had hated his autocratic style. They immediately ordered his memory to be condemned. This was a practice called damnatio memoriae. His name was to be erased from all public records. His statues were pulled down and destroyed. His image on coins was sometimes defaced. The Senate wanted to forget he ever ruled. They chose an elderly senator, Nerva, as emperor. This was meant to restore senatorial power. What is Domitian's legacy today? Ancient writers like Tacitus and Suetonius were very critical. They portrayed him as a cruel tyrant. Their accounts influenced views for centuries. However, modern historians see a more complex picture. They acknowledge his administrative skills. He managed the empire efficiently for years, but his reign also became very repressive. He was a capable ruler, but also a ruthless one. His legacy remains debated and mixed.